Welcome back to Heirloom Lessons. Today we're going to just talk a little bit about what I've been thinking about. I have only done this a very, very short time, and a couple of episodes, and I got to be honest, it just makes me think of my father. I think that's kind of where all of this was going, so maybe this is like therapeutic for me. And man, just incredible that when we're young, we take for granted, as though there's so much time left, and there's just not. My father, wow, I never saw it coming. And he was 100%, he was Goliath to me. He was a giant. And I cannot believe there are no more lessons, And the good news is that I spent so much time with him, like most people, that almost any circumstance that I get into, I can always say, well, my dad would have said, my daddy would have said. And that's the good news. Even though he's not around, I know what he would do in most any situation, and that's a good feeling. I never wonder. I might be weak, but I never wonder. Never wonder at all. And I think that's a nice place to be when you think about, a loved one who's passed away. Yeah, we want to remember those best parts of them. And I remember that every day when I think about my dad. I think about just all the little lessons. He was constantly telling me something. Sometimes in disapproval, but oftentimes with instruction. And man, I wish that my daughter will think of me that way. I hope that my friends and my grandson will think of me this way. And they'll remember the best parts of me. I know I remember the best parts of my dad, and I think that's all we can hope for. But speaking of that, my dad always said, it's a whole lot easier. I don't know where he learned it. I've probably heard it a dozen times in life. But he said, an ounce of prevention is a pound of cure. And he was right. Maintaining things is so much simpler than repairing them or bringing them back from the dead, so to speak. Sharpen your knives. A few strokes does amazing things. Feeling nostalgic. Maybe I'll weld something together. I always think of my dad when I'm working around the shop. But I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you will comment and contribute. Till we talk again.